And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go, fellas.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Here we go, fellas. On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball. Get that. 45's the mic, 45's the mic.
This is the first carry for Rob Keller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
What do you...
On 1st down, Newton. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey. 4 down.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. The 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first-quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the play. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
There we go.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Space. Space.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
12.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Left.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, gun. 25 tonight. Watch the slant. Ready to go.
Throwing again. Ryan. Forced out to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
54, south.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons call on Matt Bryant. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Bryant's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, we got 4. Look at it.
Back to throw, Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Come on now. Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Gun.
You got 4.
Gun.
45's the mic.
Gun. Do some. What is it?
They'll hand it off to Kelly, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Mike's 59.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll try the air now with Newton. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
Here we go.
Hey.
Kelly to try to punch it in. And he's going to vault his way in for a Panther score. Rob Kelly, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Ryan. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short. Forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
We got three.
Ready. Blue 80. Let's go.
Watch number 33. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
12.
Push him up.
Hey, express. Blue 80. Sit down.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Tight right. Four down.
On.
Bullshit.
Wait. Gun. We go.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Trent Murphy in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Tight right here. Tight on the right.
21.
Four down. Check. Four down.
We go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Single.
Off play action. Newton steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Kelly on the counter. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Set.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
With it is Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
From the gun, here's Newton. Over the middle, complete. That's Bird. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Do some.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts. Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
11. Look out!
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Newton now to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Set. 8. Ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here's Newton. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Express. Set. Like 80. Gun. Do some.
Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Newton now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Newton throwing again. Flush to his right. And some space here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 53. And the kick is good. He needed a little. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Everyone's got 4 down.
25 tonight. Ready to go.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Get up.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Shaq Thompson. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Let's go.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So they get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They go play action with Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
Single, slot.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They can't hang with us.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on now. We're gonna set. We're gonna set. Ready?
Here's Newton now on second down. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And out across midfield down to the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Hey. Watch 8.
Motion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Again, this is Kelly. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. His throw caught right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Duke Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone. That you're used to touching the football, that makes big plays, and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Tight end right, tight end right. Watch you now, Barney. Hey,
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Hey, boys, got 4.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, we got four. We got four down. Four down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
He'll look to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They'll get 3 out of the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
17, guys. Check him out. He's going to sit right over the middle.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Hut!
He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Detroit! Detroit!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Dontari Poe able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Newton now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10.
Hey. Four down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Four down.
Set. 180.
59's Mike.
Look at it.
Check, 59. Pick me up. 8. Mike. 8. 59.
To throw on second down. Newton. He's going to let this go deep. Back. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Right. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Set.
Mike's 59. Watch the run.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Here we go.
Double tight. 4 down. Check. 45.
On the carry is Kelly, and they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Two times. Even. 4 down.
You can set, but 8.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Check pass.
Hey.
Check 24. Who do you want?
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Here we go.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Let's rock now.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
You can set. Come on.
59's Mike. Check. 59. Here I come.
Gun.
Throwing here, Newton. That's complete, right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
We got 4. We got 4 down. Tight dog. Yes.
They get it to him running left. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
20.
To throw is Newton. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Very. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for Carolina, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.